Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2021. We are in 2025 and the Giro d'Italia is about to start. Full disclosure, I went into the save file and changed the parkour of the Giro d'Italia and the Tour de France to the 2022 parkour. Simply because I wanted to ride the 2022 parkour with Eolo-Kometa. Next to that, the Tour de France 2025 will be the final race for Eolo-Kometa in this series. Because when Pro Cycling Manager 2022 comes out next month, we're going to be starting a new career mode on that game. In other words, we gotta win this damn Tour de France, okay? Now when it comes to this Giro d'Italia, the parkour is very backloaded, so the most important stages are in the last week. Despite a combination of a time trial, multiple punchy finishes, and a climbing stage, the real first mountain stages lie on day 7 and day 9. Day 7, for example, is this one. In real life, this would be a dead set breakaway stage, but in Pro Cycling Manager, it's not. And obviously, Blockhouse on day 9 is destined to be a GC day as well. The second part of week 2 is quite a boring part, but there is one hilly stage on day 14 that could really cause some chaos. After that, the mountain stages follow each other in the last week, resulting also in a final time trial. Not a long one though, 16 kilometers with a climb. I see two potential queen stages. First of all, stage 16 with the Mortirolo in the middle. The easy side though on paper, although it doesn't look too easy to me. And of course, day 20, 4,300 meters of altitude, but that includes an HC climb, which is the Passo Pordoi, before we get to the final climb, which is the very steep Passo Fedaya. Honestly, a pretty cool parkour. Let's take a look at our team for this race. We have two potential leaders at the start line. Juan Ayuso, who's in a fitness peak at the start of week 1, which is kind of early, and Fortunato, who's not in a fitness peak yet, with 81 mount. And I think that it's pretty clear that the time trial of Ayuso is a bit better, like 10 points roughly. But when it comes to the climbing, Fortunato is the better one with 81 over 80. We've got mountain support in the likes of Fancellu and Piganzoli. I'd argue Oldani could also do some stuff like that, and Corvi, but Corvi and Oldani will focus mainly on the sprints and the hilly sprints. Honestly, looking at the competition, I dare to say that we might be the favorite for this race, because like, an Adam Yates is here, Marc Soler and Nelson Paulus, but nothing too extreme. And even at UAE, we've got mainly McNulty there, and for the rest, I don't see anyone too extreme on this list either, so I'd say Ayuso and Fortunato should dominate this Giro. And it turns out that the first stage is certainly something for Corvi as well, starting in Hungary, in Budapest to be exact. Anyway, let's get started with stage 1 and let's see if we can actually get the W with Alessandro Corvi. You might have noticed in the last few episodes that the shirts were the 2021 versions and the NCs of our team were ugly, so I ended up fixing that before today's episode. We are trying to line it up in the peloton just before we start the final climb of the day in about 1.5 kilometers. Sheffield is really trying to set up the tempo here. I've got Corvi as my leader for today with Ayuso ahead of him. 80 acceleration on Ayuso should be a good lead out. Sheffield, get out of the way on the climb, my friend. Oldani, you can do it. It's still 5 kilometers of climbing, so I can't go too extreme. Let's do 85. Fancello in the wheel. Energy Shell on literally everybody right now. And let's get ready to rumble. Hopefully that phrase is not copyrighted. Launching with Fancello with about 2 kilometers to go. Ayuso still nicely in the wheel. I'll try and go with Ayuso at about 1-ish kilometers to go. I'm actually going to go 95 with him right now. We've got Schachmann already going on the right. I'm going to go with Ayuso right now. That's too late, I think. Or can Corvi still come around in the last 700 meters? I think I waited too long. Or not. Are we coming around? Ayuso, come on, come on. Corvi. Yeah! Oh my god, that was intense. But we take it in the end. Yes. Ben Healy comes in second. Tijmenot in third. Ayuso, unfortunately, just out of the bonus seconds, but what a ride by Corvi. I'll be honest, I could have won this way more comfortably if I launched earlier with Ayuso, but I decided to make it a stressful finish, and in the end it did come out well, so I can't complain. That well that we are in the Maglia Rosa after day 1 in this Giro d'Italia, so a great start for Corvi. Let's take a look where Fortunato is though. Looks like Fortunato finished on 21st and is on the same time as the other competitors, so good finish for him. Looks like the next stage is the Budapest ITT, 9.6 kilometers, kind of technical, a bit of an uphill at the end, but looks like Bissiger is still the favorite. My goal is simple, we are destined to lose time with Fortunato and Ayuso, but we'll try and make sure we don't lose as much. Fortunato is off. I've put him on 85 at the start here. I might up that towards 86 here. I'm planning to use most of my energy on the uphill part towards the end of today's race. Damn, the man already lost 48 seconds at the first time check. Let's see what he does on the climb. Can he make that any better here? 88 for now. Let's move that up to 90. Let's make sure we spend all our energy towards the finish line here. I think this will be quite alright. There we go. Final stretch for Fortunato, and 109. Oh, that's a lot. A user with a +4 on the day, meaning he's got a solid 81 prologue. Jesus Christ. And 74 time trial. He should be alright today. Let's keep him on roughly 86, 87 on this sparkle and see if he does better than Fortunato. Only 20 seconds down at the time check, but that's pretty obvious to be honest. He is a better time trialist than Fortunato, so I should have expected that. Now the uphill part, 88, let's do that. I think that should be doable. I'll actually do 90 or something. I'll need to spend all my energy fast on this final stretch. 95, come on Ayuso. 99 to the line, and 15th. That's pretty great. 17 seconds down. Søren Kragh Andersen wins the time trial and takes the Maglia Rosa over from Kovi. Kovi with a poor time trial, that's why you didn't see it. In GC, Ayuso is now on 18 seconds of Søren Kragh Andersen, one of the best placed GC riders together with the likes of McNulty and Arensman. When it comes to Fortunato, we're way down. I can't find him. Jesus Christ. He's down here. 80 on 110. It's not terrible, but it's not good either, you know? On day 3, it's time for the sprinters. Balaton Footed is the finish line. Pretty straightforward sprint finish. Oldani is 5th favorite. Let's do our best. 4 kilometers to go. Sheffield doing the lead out for Kovi and Oldani, and I'm not overly confident with my lead out. I went a bit early, bit Sheffield, but I'll up it towards 97 in the final stretch here. Late energy shell on Oldani, so that's dumb. Let's go with Kovi right now. Oldani in the wheel. Oh, come on. I'm getting blocked by Monique here, but I'll launch anyway right now. Let's see what we can do here. Oldani versus Bennett. Oldani versus Bennett, but Demar comes around. Ah, damn it. We spent so much energy with Oldani in the wheel of Kovi that he's not going to be able to make it to the line. Demar indeed takes today's stage, and we are, I think, 5th, which means the same as the favorite list set at the start. That was the final stage in Hungary. Then we're on to Sicily, the southern part of Italy, to start, I think, the Etna stage. Yes, the Etna stage. Sivakov and Yates are the favorites. Bernal is at this race. Why did I not know about that? Gegenhardt as well. So Ineos is such a strong team here. It's gonna be a YOLO versus Ineos. It has to be. Oh my god, Ayuso. 84 mountain, +5 on the day. That is literally insane. Fortunato with a 0 day, 82 mountain. So both our leaders need to survive today. Both our leaders need to try something. But Ayuso is most likely going to be the one attacking, I think. In a few kilometers time, we are starting the Etna finish right here. That's about 20 plus kilometers of climbing. Not the craziest climb, not the steepest one, but it won't be easy either. So I am hoping that I can really do some damage with Ayuso while keeping Fortunato safe. The climb only just started, and we've got attacks. Moscon attacking Nance, Peters, Benoit, so not the most insane guys, but I'm intrigued by the fact that Bernal is already in 2nd position in the Ineos train, which is somewhat surprising. I think they might actually ride for Sivakov. We are getting continuous attacks in the peloton by the likes of the outsiders, Dumoulin, Cepeda, Soler, and so forth. I'm just going to look at one team and one team only, and that is Ineos. And for now, they're still pacing with Bissiger at the front. Actually, looks like a change of plans within the Ineos camp. Sivakov is now the first rider in the race up there, and I feel like Bernal is actually the one being protected now, or not down here. It's so intriguing. I've got no clue what they're planning. I don't like the position of Fortunato, so let's spend some energy to fix that ASAP before we get to the dangerous spot here. At the front of the race with 7k to go, Lastra and Dombrowski, followed by Podun, Yepes, and Benoit. Then we've got Hamilton, Moscon, then the peloton led by Kragh Andersen. We are back at the front with Fortunato, spending a bit too much energy, so let's not do that. Let's get it down to 70-ish. We've got random people attacking on the left, but still no move by Ineos, which is somewhat surprising. 4 kilometers to go. I am upping the tempo with Ayuso towards 80 right now. Is that too much? Perhaps, but we'll give it a try. We've got the entire Ineos team following us, Fortunato as well. Let's make sure Fortunato can follow, by the way, otherwise this move is a bit useless. 77, something like that for a bit. Let's just make sure he can follow. But Ayuso needs to try and attack away pretty soon, otherwise I'm just... Actually, we've got Bernal dropping. Yates is still with them. I'm going to try and follow here. Energy Shell on Ayuso and on Fortunato. Yates dropping, Bernal dropping. Oh my god, let's up the tempo right here as well. Up there as well to 85. Let's keep going. We can become a 1-2 in GC right here. Unless Hamilton keeps on going. We're actually fighting for the stage as well. Ayuso, come on, come on, come on. Let's do 90 in the final kilometer. Let's do the same on 85 with Fortunato. I think Ayuso is going to win on Etna. It looks like he will, while Fortunato is certainly following right there. It looks like it's going to be Ayuso. Yes, Ayuso is crossing the line in first today. We're going to finish first and third on the stage, it seems. And what a wonderful ride. Kovi is 5th on Etna! How is Kovi 5th on Etna? Crazy! Whatever Ineos' plan was, they did not deliver. They're on 135 with Yates, 155 with Bernal. Off Juan Ayuso here, who does a wonderful job with his +5. Not only does he take the stage, he takes the Maglia Rosa as well. 41 seconds on Lucas Hamilton. Lorenzo Fortunato, 134 back. Kovi on the same time as Adam Yates. What a ride by Kovi. 152 back, and Egan Bernal already on 213. Stage 5 is a bit less spectacular, a flat stage with a gigantic mountain in the middle, so not really a flat stage. Kovi the favorite, let's try and make that happen. With 5k to go, plenty of attacks by the likes of a Sam Bennett and Honoré. I don't know why, it does make no sense on a stage like this. 4 kilometers, let's up it towards 95 with Fancellu. I will go towards 99 for a bit. Ayuso in a good position. There we go. Let's keep this going. Let's wait a bit longer. Ayuso's acceleration into the final 2 kilometers would be nice. Right now, there we go. Again, too late with my energy gel on. Oldani, and looks like Kovi can't even follow the wheel of Ayuso, so this was not perfect at all, but it looks like Philipsen will take it. We come too late, but it wasn't for us anyway. We're gonna get fat on the stage. Bit disappointing. Looks like Kovi still in the lead of Ciclamino though, 52 points, 4 points on Bissiger and Demar, both of them. Ayuso in 4th, so he could also compete. Looks like a more pure sprint opportunity on day 6 here. 1 climb in it again, but too much towards the front of the race that it doesn't really matter. 3.5 kilometers to go. Sheffield, Kovi, then Oldani with a +5 on the day, so 80 sprint. That is spectacular. Let's go 97 with Sheffield. Let's hope that's not too early. I think that will be fine actually. Kovi can wait a bit longer, can go right now. Fiorelli's going all out already. Oldani can go as we speak. And we've got Philipsen versus Oldani. Think Philipsen has it. Looks like the Mar might come around. I don't know where we will end, but it's gonna be 4th. That's pretty decent, I guess. While I am saying that's pretty decent, I do actually think that with an 80 sprint, I expected a bit more than this personally. Anyway, we'll be heading into the final stage of this episode, stage 7, with a 41-second lead with Ayuso over Hamilton, with Fortunato in 3rd, and plenty of lead on Ineos. Diamante to Potenza, a stage that in real life would be a breakaway stage, but on PCM could actually become a GC stage quite easily. We've got our fitness peak still on Ayuso for the rest of at least until the 22nd of May, which is not necessarily the last week. Let's hope it does last into the last week a bit. Fortunato with his fitness peak starting relatively soon, actually. Looks like the game expects Ineos to obliterate this stage. I don't expect it. I think they'll ruin their leadership strategies. Fortunato 5th favorite, Ayuso 8th favorite. So we're looking relatively good in advance of this stage. Let's go. In about 10-ish kilometers after this small descent, we start the Monte Scuro 2nd cat climb. Not the last one in the stage, so not exactly the most decisive moment, but I gotta keep myself to the front just in case, so that's what I'll try. While that climb did hurt, it didn't actually do too much to us. We've got a crash of Tom Dumoulin. He's 22nd in GC, so I don't care. We've got 1 climb to go, and I think we've got the energy to make that a nice one with a +3 on Ayuso. Let's try and do some damage. We're on the Salata climb, basically the last climb of today's stage. Kovi is still in here. I'm pacing with Ayuso. I'm protecting him with Piganzoli as we speak. Looks like we've got Podden attacking on the left. I'm just trying to catch up with Flores, the lonesome breakaway rider, because if we can get Kovi and Oldani over this climb, they will fight for the stage win. Over the top, Flores caught, everybody caught, and Kovi is in the wheel. So let's keep this up. Let's keep pacing with Fortunato, not with Ayuso. Ayuso has a better acceleration for the lead out. We can recover enough to make this happen till the line, I think. Tactically speaking, if I slow down the tempo enough, then I'll be able to come back with Oldani. So let's drop it towards 60 right now with Fortunato. Not the best descender anyway. Let's do 55. And let's see if we can get Oldani to the group. Then we've got a faster option than Kovi for this one. Is he coming back? I think we're about to catch on with Oldani. 15-second gap, Bardet attacking at the front, and Oldani's back. Perfect. We've got a lead out in Kovi now. Let's up it towards 85 to make sure these riders don't get away. Bardet and Honoré. Bernal trying to close it down as well. Let's do 90 with Fortunato. 95, something like that. And actually, what I'll do is something different. I'm going to go and attack completely right now. Kovi will try and sit up in the wheel of Bernal, and I'm going to try and ride away with our through riders, and it looks like we've got a response right there by Hamilton. I'm going to sit up. I'm not going to pace back Bernal. I'm going to try and go with these 2 riders. I'm going to risk it. Gonna try and attack away with Ayuso on top here. Here we go. Keep on going. We've got a solid gap right now. I can just 99 to the line, I think. Let's keep that up. Oh, 3k to go. Yates is trying to catch up with the 2. We've still got a proper acceleration going. Covey crashes in the back. 2 kilometers to go. Let's try and sprint with Ayuso right now. 9 seconds is the gap there. Come on, come on, come on, Ayuso. Come on, come on, come on. It looks like we're gonna take the stage, I think. It looks like it. It looks like we certainly will. Adam Yates is coming close though, but Ayuso is gonna take the stage. Stage 7 in Potenza after an attack on the final hill. It looked like we were going for Covey. Our competition thought we were going for Covey, but we weren't. Secretly, we had a plan, and it worked. Stage win number 3 for the team, number 2 for Ayuso. We did lose some time with Fortunato to Hamilton and Yates, but we're here to win. We're not here to podium with 2 riders. And this proves it. We extend our lead on Hamilton and Yates with Juan Ayuso, 101 on Hamilton, 213 on Simon Yates, Adam Yates, my bad, Lorenzo Fortunato in 4th on 223. We are in pole position to win this race. Yes, the 3rd week is going to be the most important one, but with Fortunato coming into form then, with Ayuso keeping his form until probably somewhere in the middle of week 3, this should be doable for us. Anyway, I'm afraid that's going to be the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Looking forward to the next one. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.